Hi guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back for those of you who don't know me. My name is Maria and I'm so happy that you took some time to stop by today. So I want to do a video about my key pouches. This or that. This or these. I want to compare them and give you my honest opinion on which I prefer, why, which I would recommend. Do I recommend these? I have 3 of them, so I think it gives you a good idea of how I feel about key pouches. So if this is a topic, something, an SLG, a small leather good that you are interested in, you've been curious about, please stay tuned. Okay, so I have 2 from Louis Vuitton and I have 1 here from Longchamp. Now I have the 4-ring and the 6-ring key holder from Louis Vuitton. This is the very first one I got, and then the pandemic hit. I didn't need to carry work keys with me. I was working full-time from home for close to 2 years, a year and a half. So I ordered the 4-ring key holder. It just worked absolutely fine for me. This one became too big. And then I wanted a navy blue one because I really got into navy blue SLGs. And so I found this leather one from Longchamp. They're very, very different, and let's get right into it. So first of all, if we compare my Louis Vuitton ones, this is the 6-ring key holder. I have the one with the fuchsia interior. I have it hot stamped with my initials, and there's 6 key rings here. There's also the leather button here, okay, and it does show a little bit of wear. Not so bad, but you know, I have to mention it. This is the 4-ring. It's simple. It has the metal button, and then it has the beautiful light brown interior and the 4 key rings. Now what's nice about the Louis Vuitton ones is that these are removable. I'm going to get closer so you can see what I mean. So you just have to press here, press this little tab, and then you can push this out. Okay, and it works from both ends. You can press there and then push it out. And then you don't have to take the whole bar out. If you want to, you can. But then you can just remove the rings and then put it back and then slide it back into place. So it's really easy. It made switching between the 6-ring key holder and the 4-ring key holder super easy, because I would just slide out the key ring without actually taking my keys off and then making the switch with this one. They're exactly the same size. Okay, both of the key rings are exactly the same size. The 4-ring is so nice because it's so tiny compared to the 6-ring. See that difference? It's a lot bigger for the 6-ring. So when you only have a couple keys to carry. This one is really, really nice. It doesn't take too much room in your bag. But this one can be really, really practical because you have a slot right here in the back, and that makes it big enough to put a card in there. So you can put, you know, your basic ID, a debit or credit card that you want to take with you, and then you just go. You just grab this, you have your keys, the cards you need, and you go. In this one, you can't fit a card, and there is the little tab here, but you can't fit a card back there. So maybe you would want to use this for like a parking stub or something like that, or if you really want to fold up some cash or something. But I don't use it. I really only use it for keys. Now, if I can recommend one small leather good, it would be a key pouch of some shape or form. If you're looking to see what first small leather good or SLG you would like, or if you know you just bought your first really nice handbag and you want to protect the interior, I really highly suggest a key holder. They're so practical, and it's nice because they keep your bag clean from your keys, and it protects it from like your keys scratching or ripping anything in your bag. I love this formula. There are other kind of key pouches out there. There's the Louis Vuitton Clé, which is like a pouch, and then you have the little gold chain and the little hook, so you could attach it to a D-ring in your bag, or you can use it as a bag charm, or you can attach your keys to that little ring. I had one. I did sell it because I never ever reached for it. It was just something that it wasn't for me, and using that for my keys just drove me crazy. I didn't like it. I like this formula. You have to try it to kind of see, but I really, really love this formula. So when I need a key, well, I'll show you with my other one. This is the one I'm currently using. So my Longchamp, it's beautiful leather, so soft, so soft. And then there they are. So you have two pockets here. So if I wanted to put in some cash or slide in a card or a parking stub, I could. And then when I need to use my key, just kind of do that and then put it in the door. And it works absolutely fine. Now on the Longchamp, you cannot remove this, okay? Yeah, these don't move. You can't take these off. So when you're attaching a key, you have to just pull it up and slide on your key that way. So I just have a few keys in here plus my car fob, and it works absolutely fine. I'm able to fit all of these in the 4-ring key holder from Louis Vuitton as well. There we go. So if you want to see the difference between this 6-ring key, if you want to see the difference between the Longchamp 6-ring key holder and the Louis Vuitton 6-ring key holder, this one is still quite a bit smaller. They're close, but it is smaller. And what's nice about the Longchamp versus went French there, versus the Louis Vuitton is look how rigid it is. Okay, so it really will be this big when you put it in your bag, even bigger because you're gonna have your keys in there, so it's gonna get bulky like this. Versus this beautiful leather one, and it's smushy. It just kind of forms into your bag, so it fits in even the tiniest of bags. I love this one. It comes in other colors too. I took the navy blue, but they have black, they have red, and they have a beautiful tan color as well. So for anybody's personal preference, you'll be able to find a nice leather key pouch from Longchamp. The canvas ones have the like leather interior, but the outside is one piece of canvas like that. You can get this in Monogram, you can get this in the damier ébène, and I do believe they have them in the empreinte leather as well for a higher cost. Now, would I suggest the Louis Vuitton or any other high-end designer or the Longchamp? Honestly, after using all of them, trying them all, I would definitely go with the Longchamp. I don't reach for these anymore. Maybe I will, like, I'm keeping them because I love them, and maybe eventually I will want to switch out, but I'm just loving the Longchamp so much. It's a fraction of the cost of a Louis Vuitton one. It's a lot cheaper. It's all leather, and it is the softest leather ever. They have beautiful color options. No, you can't remove the key rings, but that was not even the slightest issue for me. It was super rare that I would need to take them out. And I like the idea of being able to slip in the cards here on the side. Another huge pro for the Longchamp, oops, I didn't close it, is that it smushes. So if you have like a tighter, like a small bag and it's kind of tight because you have a lot of stuff in, it will still fit because it's going to kind of smush into place without damaging it at all. And it's leather. You're paying less money for a beautiful, beautiful leather versus the canvas. This one's softer, so I'm not really concerned about any, you know, glazing issues. These being so rigid, the glazing, I wouldn't be surprised if they were to start cracking at some point. Mine doesn't or hasn't, and I've used this one. I've used a lot. I used it consistently for a couple years before switching into my 4-ring key holder easily, and it's still beautiful. I would say the only damage or wear on it is on that leather button. Kind of see that a little bit of that fuchsia has worn off or is wearing off. So that's one thing I don't like about these leather buttons, is that it does end up showing a little bit of wear versus the metal button, like on my 4-ring key holder. This one might show scratches though. Like this one has some small scratching from being in my bag. And it's something that you're constantly taking out of your bag, putting in your bag, taking out of your bag, putting in your bag. So it's normal that they will show some wear at some point. But I do highly, highly recommend a key holder. I love this kind of key holder. They're absolutely my favorite. I would never go back to a regular key ring. But what I would say is find something to keep your keys safe, to protect the interior of your bags and to protect the other items that are in your bags. I can't put enough emphasis on that. I truly think a key holder is a good purchase. It is worth every penny. But if I can make a recommendation it would be the Longchamp. But you do you, my lovely. Choose what makes your heart sing. I love these very, very much. I'm just really in love with this one. I wish you could feel it. And it's so beautiful. The leather is so beautiful. Okay, so I just went to get a couple cards just to try them out. I haven't ever actually used this with cards, so I wanted to try it out with you, and we'll be able to see how they fit. So this one has 2 pockets here. So I put 1 card here, 1 card here. Okay, now see, that's interesting. When it's full of keys and cards, you can't close it. If I take this one out, and let's say I put 2 cards on this end. Okay, so I have 2 cards here. Then it gets tight, but I can close it, but it gets tight and it gets kind of deformed. So maybe if I took my car fob off, I would be able to use it for more cards. But that's interesting to note that this one is difficult if you need to fit keys and cards. This 6-ring key holder, you just slide them in the back. And then you can close it. But when it gets bulky with keys, it does get more difficult to close. I'll make this switch and we'll do the demo. Okay, so I just put some keys, my car fob in here, and cards in the back. And this one as well, like when you, especially with the car fob, it gets kind of tight, but you can close it. It just almost dropped it. It's just that the minute there's cards in these, they get like extra stiff. It puts more pressure on them. So it is a feature that they have, the 6-ring key holders, but is it a feature that I use or that I recommend while you're using it for keys? Maybe not, but it's doable. I really use them exclusively for keys. Okay, so I took my car fob out just to see if it would make a difference. And it has that same deformed shape. So to be completely honest, I love this as a key holder. I would not like it with cards as well. I would not use it with cards as well. It would be purely for my keys. But if you really wanted to have something quick, just have a couple cards with you and your keys, you can make it work. So there you go. Please let me know if you have any questions about any of these pieces. I will link them below so that you can go see on the websites for yourself. But I remain available if you have any questions about them. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I would love it if you would consider subscribing and joining my YouTube family here. And in the meantime, until my next video, please stay safe and I'll see you very, very soon.